So just a couple of things before I get into the meat of this video and hopefully unlock the next level. Well, not hopefully, I will. But I figured I might as well show off the Pokemon report. The big reason for me to show this off, well, besides, you know, figured I might as well show it off at some point in the playthrough. But the other reason I have to show this off is because I'm an idiot. So let's go ahead and see this Butterfree. Yeah, this is a different Butterfree picture. And if we also have a look at the Pidgey picture, I actually went and got the Gust one. That's not because I went back and did another run of the beach off screen. That's because, like I said it before, I'm an idiot and I actually forgot to save at the end of the last segment. So I just had to redo my run through the beach and the tunnel in order to get all these pictures back again. So I figured I might as well take the opportunity to grab the Gust using Pidgey bonus, which is only worth about 500 points. And I think this Butterfree picture is actually worse than the other one, even though it's quite clearly a picture of two Butterfrees instead of one just sort of lurking behind the other, which kind of sucks. But yeah, there you go. There's all the points and stuff like that. So unfortunately, you'll notice only 230 points for this Kakuna. Apparently the size is still not good enough on this one. I actually tried to get as close as I could, and I made sure to get all 4 Kakuna in there so that I actually get a whole boatload of points. Nope, not big enough. Not big enough. Still not big. It annoys the shit out of me. In addition to that, when I go back into the tunnel, I've got to go and get Diglett and Dugtrio again because I kind of screwed up and failed to pick up images of those. I think I also got Magikarp. I'm not too sure if I got Electabuzz in the last segment, but there it is. I'm obviously going to be getting a better one because I can get them to use like Thunderbolt or some stuff like that. But besides that, I think pretty much everything else is fine. I think if points-wise, the only one that's actually really improved is the Pidgey. So, yeah, I'm an idiot. I made sure I saved, and I'll make sure I save once I'm finished with this segment as well. So, one last thing before we actually go into this segment, because at the end of the last segment, once I finished recording, I couldn't help but notice Doofus's sprite on the screen here. I don't know why it took me nearly 20 years to work this out, but my initial impression from looking at this and actually having a good hard look at this thing is it's fucking gyrating with a chainsaw in its hand. I don't know why I'm saying it's obviously a dude, but I don't know why the hell he's shaking his ass. And look, I know that it's probably just like the strap on the camera, so you can like hang it around your neck. But I take one look at that and I can't help but think it's like a chainsaw. I don't know. And not to mention his legs below his shorts just do not move. Same thing with Professor Oaks. His legs just do not move. It's just everything from the coat up moves. Just weird as all hell, but whatever. I've wasted enough time. Let's get into this second tunnel run. So now that I've got the food, let me actually make an attempt to see if I can get a better Pikachu on a ball thing here, because the last time I did it, I managed to break the 4,000 barrier. There we go. And let us, just for the sake of it, let's throw a feed over there. There's an inherently better Electabuzz picture. Because there's actually some more Electabuzz later on in the level, and if you set him off, they'll run after you and try to like use an electric attack. And this will be relevant to your interests later. But for right now, set that off. I think I might have screwed up here. Okay, that's about as good as it's going to get for Kakuna pictures. I'll probably end up getting like... Honestly, I'll probably end up getting a failure on that as well, just because the Kakuna in that image is just like taking up too much of the image. Because it is possible to get like a low amount of points just for not like... If the Pokemon's just occupying too much of the picture frame. Because then he just... He then berates you for saying, oh, there should be more Pokemon in the shot. And if he does that, I'm going to be pissed, because it's quite obvious that I tried to get more Pokemon in the shot, and you said the bloody Pokemon in the picture wasn't big enough. So, I don't know what you want me to bloody do with that, but whatever. Anyway, over here, if we throw... Okay, I believe I've hit him. So if we... Yeah, he runs on over here, and he uses an electric attack. The stupid thing's in the way, but it does give you that little hint to keep taking pictures of Digletts, and you'll eventually get Dugtrio. Which I did not do in my previous run of the tunnel just before, because I'm an idiot. I am hoping that I can pull this off, because I don't have a great deal of time left. Because I got to do this. I got to get images of both Magnemite and Magneton, and then also hit the doofus at the end of the... There's an electrode near the end of the level, and I got to bloody hit that as well, so that I can unlock the next level. So with any luck, if I hang around here, lob a food over there, it attracts the Magnemite. He's very much interested in that. And then if we throw food towards them all, their magnetic influence will turn them into a Magneton. And then, last but not least, throw that. Take another picture just for good measure, and its explosion causes the weird buildup of rocks behind it to crumble and unlock the next level. Okay, so yeah, that was a bit of a rush there. Given the tunnel level does not take overly long to complete. I think it's probably like the shortest, or if not one of the shorter levels in the game. So I think that's pretty much it for Pokemon in the tunnel, besides the contents of the egg, which you'll have a better idea about later on once I do a run in the Volcano level. So let's see if that one does any better. Let's see if this one does any better. That's probably a better picture of an exploding electrode. Don't really need Magikarp. That's probably the better Electabuzz, even though that weird box thing is in its way. Grab Diglett. Zubat. Well, I've already done Zubat, so it doesn't actually matter. This one is obviously going to be far inferior to the Dugtrio one I took earlier, but can't really help that. So there's the Magnemite, there's the Magneton. And is that everything? I think that's about it. Yep. Yes. Alright, let's see if we've got some better point scores here.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Well done.
That's the way. The last time, the last one I did in the previous segment, I think, was exactly 4,000.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can get them in a really good pose, like for an explosion, you can get over 1,000 points for the pose. Besides that, I believe 1,000 is the max you can get. That's really good. Now, okay, that's better.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, what? Really? Apparently there were... Okay.
Well done.
I'm not entirely sure what the go was with that, but whatever.
Well done.
So, definite improvements.
Wonderful.
That might have actually been better than the last one I did for Diglett.
Wow. Wonderful.
Jeez. I'll have to pick up a better Dugtrio picture when I go back to the tunnel.
Wow.
I'm guaranteed to have at least
Wonderful.
one more run of both the beach and the tunnel just to get other stuff that I have missed and aren't quite relevant to the game yet, so there'd be no point in taking pictures of them.
Wonderful.
I didn't even pay attention, like, did I get bonus points for extra Magnemites in there? Because if I didn't, then that would be annoying. But, whatever. So now we are going to Hot Wheel it into the Volcano.
Yes.
No real hesitation there. Let's just jump straight on in. Rapidash, as you do. If we throw one down here, sets it off, then tail of one of the other Rapidash is just sort of going to chill out there, which is always nice. You can make this level take so long just by attracting the Vulpixes to, like, they can just chill out on the road. I'm going to try to get this one to go over here, because, yeah, there's a bunch of other ones. So you can take a really awesome picture of Vulpix here. Oh, hang on. Can we get a good picture here? There we go, that'll do. All 3 Vulpixes were in the shot. It was not the best shot, but it's fine. Not going to get anything out of the lava. You can't get Torkoal or Mag Cargo because those don't exist. Unlike in Pixelmon, which you can just apparently fish for them. I don't know why, but well, I guess I'll take it. Magmar as you do. Charmander as you do. I'm not going to take a picture of this particular Charmander for reasons. Yeah. Magmar burns the Charmander alive, and instead of killing it, causes it to evolve into a Charmeleon. So that's pretty good. Anyhow, we have another egg. God, these things are supersized. Anyhow, obviously to continue on, you want to move the egg out of the way. We're not going to do that quite yet, because there's a few Charmanders over here. And the intention here is to attract them using apples, and they call upon their bodies. So you can get like 6 Charmander here. And this is easily the best picture you can get of a Charmander. Assuming, of course, we can get all of them to gather around the apple. What about that one? Are you gonna come along? Okay, cool. As soon as that one disappears... Come on. So as soon as the apples disappear... Oh, come on. I really want to get all 6 Charmander into this picture. And I'm just gonna stay here until I get the shot that I want. Come on. Come on. Nah, they're just not. They do not want to cooperate with me. Maybe it's just the curse of recording. Come on. Be a pal. That'll do. Whatever. Just go and feed. Anyhow, throw the egg in the lava. Hey, look, it's a Moltres. So now you know what the. So now you have a better idea of what the. So now you have a better idea about what the other one, that furball egg, has inside of it. Throw a food over where the those Magmar are, and you can get a good picture of those. Oh no, I'm lagging. It's terrible. Last thing we need to do is in relation to this Charmeleon. So he's just sort of running around like that, like a bit of an idiot. There is stuff you can get over there, but we can't do it quite yet. Wait until he gets over here. Come on. Throw a poker food at him. Make him fall in the lava, and he evolves into a Charizard. So there you go. There you go. And that Charizard is pretty damn large. It is totally of enormous growth, or possibly even ginormous. That's one little feature I like about Pixelmon, is just you can have Pokemon be different sizes. I was lucky enough in a Pixelmon server I've been playing in recently to find an enormous sized Charmander, and then when I caught it, I found out it was it timid? Yeah, it was timid nature. So I just raised it and used it as a Mega Charizard Y. So that's obviously going to be the better Rapidash, even though it's got the tail of another Rapidash in there. It should still give me bonus points. Yeah, this is probably the best Vulpix picture I've got. This Charmeleon, just have it lay on the ground, acknowledging that it has just evolved. All 6 Charmander in here. The center point one is angry, so that gets me good points. Moltres is always good to have. Magmar's throwing flamethrowers at each other, even though that picture doesn't actually show that. This Charizard might get screwed over just because of how much of the picture frame it's occupying. But with any luck, I'll be getting a good chunk of points out of this. Good 3,200 points. That's pretty solid. Can't argue with that. And that should push it over 3,000. Yeah, 530 points. That's really good. So that'll give you a fair idea of how many points I'm going to get from the Charmander.
Wonderful.
So that Kakuna picture I got earlier was 230 points. So I guess if you get 240 plus, then that's good enough. So I was pretty damn close to pulling it off there, but I guess he just didn't really like it. 3,200 plus another 1,400 points. That is how you get a good Charmander picture.
Wonderful.
I bet you anything, if you got everything absolutely right, you could probably get 5,000 points out of that.
Wonderful. Wow.
Fighting Magmar, special value, that's always nice.
Wow.
And with the same Pokemon, that pushes that well over 5,500 points, so that's never a bad thing.
You were close.
Yeah, 470 points, which would be fine, but apparently it just takes up too much of the frame. You're an absolute arsehole, Oak. Ugh, what a
Welcome
dick.
back.
Whatever. So, having done a decent job in the Volcano course, we have just proceeded to unlock the next level, which is nowhere near as hot. This is probably pretty close to my favorite level in the game, actually, the river course. It's really nice. There's a whole variety of different grass and water-type Pokemon. There's a few challenging ones as well, and just a couple of others which you might or might not expect to even just see there. But that's something we can do for next time. 17.5 minutes. I could probably maybe do one more quick run of something. Nah, screw it. I'm just going to go ahead and call it here. So next time, I might do like a bit of a highlights reel of me going back through the first 3 areas and picking up a few things. But we'll definitely be doing the river next time and messing about in that. So I will see you for that.